Okay, so here's the YITA motor headlights for a 2005 F150. Here's the unboxing. It's got a protective plastic wrap on it to keep it from getting scratched, so you know you're getting a brand new headlight. You can see that the LED light is enclosed and has a rubber boot on it. And it includes instructions with all the installation steps. And the thing about these headlights are that the LED shaped one is actually probably brighter than before. We'll get to that part later, but it is actually a regular bulb. So, but you get this cool looking LED strip around here that actually I think looks a ton better. I mean, you can see the picture right here. That's the stock one, just so you know. And that's the aftermarket one. So it's shinier and it looks cooler all around. Now these do have to be this color, unlike in the picture, legally, but it's going to look a lot better than the ones that are on the truck now because they're all faded and stuff. So let's get to the installation. Okay, so the installation of these and deinstallation of the old ones is pretty straightforward. You're going to peel back this cover and then remove this screw and this screw and that screw, and it should come out, I believe. So let's see. Alright, so I'm going to start removing these. And you don't need power for this. I just want to show you guys what I'm doing. Then you're going to grab the connector by whichever way it goes. This one you push in more down, and then this one you push in more up on the connector. And this one's more up too. And sometimes they're very fragile, so you got to be careful. And there's the old headlight out. Alright, so the only problem that I've ran into so far with this kit is that this bulb that came with it for the blinkers on the one side does not work. It only works for the running lights, but everything else works. Now just a small disclaimer, it does tell you to actually remove the old parts from the old headlight and put it into the new one. So. And just to let you guys know, for this installation you're probably going to need a knife, some wire nuts, and you're going to need a 10mm socket and a socket wrench. But that's about it. And the way you do this is, as the instruction says, you basically splice this red wire into the brown wire here. And I recommend using these wire nuts with dielectric grease in them. They're pretty cheap, but you can also buy some dielectric grease separately and just put them on the wires so that way they don't get corroded, and then just use a wire nut like this, which you can probably find anywhere. And you splice that red wire into the brown wire in the center, and then the black wire into the black wire. And I can show you right here how I did that on this one. Right there you can see I just spliced it real nice and close to the connector. Not too close though, because you want to be able to put your wire nuts on, and you can see that grease that comes out of those connectors. And just to let you guys know, depending on what truck you have, the hole in the body panel here is going to be a different size. And you can see that hole is about the size of like my finger kinda, and this thing's about like 2 of my fingers. So that thing is not going to fit in that hole, and this is what happens to it. So you might as well just take that off, and it won't vibrate. It shouldn't vibrate or anything because it'll set up against there, but it doesn't really secure it that well because that's the wrong size. So it just depends on probably what year you have as to whether that will work or not. And here's the final look of them installed. I'll take a video of it at nighttime and how it performs. In order to turn the LED strips on, you'll have it on park light mode, which will have your regular park lights on. And you can see the LED strip is glowing. Looks pretty sick. And those are on. Makes the truck look a lot more brand new. Now the next step is to get some tail lights for it. The tail lights look like they're from 2005. And then here's the headlights. The good thing about these headlights is they're focused down pretty good. So it doesn't actually look bright until you get to like right here, and then it's like insane. You can see the phone even picks it up. Like, I can't look at that. It's like, it's got a pretty wide array though, like from here to here. That's probably like 20 degrees, I'd say. And then outwards is even more. So they're pretty good. I love the look of them, but the wiring process could be a little bit better. But yeah. Alright, so here's the headlights working at nighttime. I know it doesn't look like much on camera, but the headlights actually are focused out forwards a little bit better. And you can always change the light bulb out to a different one. These are just 55 watt bulbs. So if I wanted to change the bulb, I could change it to like a 100 watt bulb and get a lot more brightness out of it. This is actually really good for just a 55 watt bulb. And I could even switch to a LED bulb, and they are adjustable. These headlights are adjustable. I was able to get them to be perfectly parallel, as you can see. And they are pretty bright. And then here's the high beams. Those are even better. And yeah, it's hard to see. And then I'll get out and show you the actual look of the headlights. They look pretty good. Sorry that it looks so dim on camera. My eyeballs literally are seeing so much more light than the camera is. See if I can focus on this. I don't know if I can. But they look sick. Kind of sucks that it won't focus. Looks really badass. Really nice headlights for the price. Yeah, good to go.